So it's a great honor to have a very special guest here and a very special person, Dr. William Perry, and I have the honor to introduce him, who needs no introduction, but I would still love to read out his bio, which is fantastic, very inspiring. So Dr. Perry is a professor emeritus in the School of Engineering at Stanford University. He was the 19th Secretary of Defense for the United States, serving from February 1994 to January 1997. He previously served as Deputy Secretary of Defense and as Undersecretary of Defense for Research and Engineering. Dr. Perry currently serves on the Defense Policy Board and is a director of 5 emerging high-tech companies, including 2 local companies here in Silicon Valley, Theranos and Acutus. His previous business experience includes serving as a director for General Telephone and Electronics, founder and president of ESL, that was eventually acquired, I believe, and also as an executive vice president of H&Q. He's a member of the National Academy of Engineering and a fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. He has been awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, is an honorary Knight Commander of the British Empire, and has been decorated by presidents of 10 more other nations. So with that, I would love to welcome Dr. Perry. And to mention, we also have Mrs. Perry here with him, so special acknowledgement. And Christian Peace, who works with Dr. Perry. Thank you.
Can you hear me without the mic all right?
Yep.
No, okay. How about this, is that better?
Yes.
Fine. There are actually 7 of us on the Perry Project. 3 of them not here today, and 4 of them who are here. The ones who are here, myself, Christian, David, and Chelsea. We are the team here, but all of us, all 7 of us, the ones who are here and the ones who are not here, are truly excited by and committed to EdCast's innovative strategy. The goal of our project is to educate young audiences about the grave danger of nuclear weapons today. And we are focused on young people, the millennials, who are blissfully ignorant of these dangers, but who are about to inherit them. Today, there are 2 existential threats to humanity: global climate change and the nuclear catastrophe. A catastrophe that could, in fact, bring an end to our civilization. We hope to motivate, to create an informed dialogue about those dangers and what can be done to lessen them. It is a daunting task, and we believe that the key to engaging the attention and the participation of young people is relevant, contemporary, medium-rich, short-format content. Content that works on a small screen, is available on demand, and is compact and efficient. And so, we are edcasting. I'm going to give you one example of our self-contained and bite-sized content pieces. The example is the Kargil conflict, which occurred in a war between Pakistan and India in 1999, a war which was close to going nuclear. I'm going to ask Christian to put this content on for us.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? I'm doing this on an alien laptop, and it's live, so please forgive me if I stumble a bit. So here's our landing page for the Perry Project. Down below, you see the typical suspects, social, what we call commentary or news via Twitter, and then edcasting. So I'm just going to drop in here. And here what we've done is create a whole series of curated, what we believe is high-value content. Some of it we've aggregated from elsewhere and we're passing along. Some of it we've created ourselves, but this is available publicly. You do not have to register to do anything other than consume this content. Now you'll see we have several examples here. I'll just show you one here. This is a very interesting, see if I can, map that demonstrates or shows all of the, an animated map that shows all the nuclear detonations in the globe throughout the nuclear history. And you can get to this information. You can see all the comments here on the forum that's live. You can comment on this, although if you're going to make a comment, then you have to register. And once you do, you're offered immediately the option to share what you're looking at and commenting on with your own social network. So I'm going to go back, and this is just something I'm not used to using here. And I'm going to drop down to some of our original content. And what I'm going to show you is some content from a course. We're going out of the informal learning environment. Let's just do this, into a more formal learning environment. So this content is content we've created with the help of Professor Scott Sagan here at Stanford, who is an internationally known professor of political science and an expert on the role of nuclear weapons in international security. So you can see a little summary here about what this content is. But once you've logged in, you've created an account so you can comment, you now have access to our formal education. But all of this has been developed with the idea of bite-sized content and particularly the ability to push it out in a mobile environment. So I'm going to go into this environment, and I'm already logged in, so I should be able to learn. And what you see over here on the side is the typical EdCast, edX implementation. You see the high-value social, persistent forum that EdCast has provided us. Down here on the left, you see the typical hierarchical role. Typically in a MOOC that we've seen in Open edX, each one of these rectangles will represent a lecture. This content here represents it, so together they will represent a course. This content, all of these rectangles here, represent one lecture. So there's a lot of rich content in here. I'll drop down into the B-59 incident. Central to what we're doing is short-form video. We have a video here. But we also have a lot of other content that goes along with it. For example, curated and captioned historical maps and photographs that are relevant to this particular incident called the B-59 incident during the Cuban Missile Crisis. And we also have available suggested readings where we have copyright clearance and permission. You can download these, or if there are books that you need to purchase, you can download all the information you need to find those books. So now I'm going to drop down here to the Cargill incident, a very dangerous incident that took place that very few people know about. There are two nuclear powers that share a very long border. India and Pakistan nearly went nuclear. And I'll show you an example of one of these videos. It will play well in this formal environment, but our design center is 3 minutes or less for a video whose story is self-contained. So you can watch them in any order you want. The order they're in here has been very carefully planned out, but when you're out there in the world on your mobile device, you can select and watch them in any order you want, and they should make sense on their own. Thank you very much.
Pedagogic integrity is the key to what we're trying to do. We aim for deeply significant and relative content. Content that is formatted to seize the attention of media-savvy consumers. We know that we have to work to seize their attention, and we know that we have to cultivate a community. Edcasting gives us the platform to do just that. I thank you, and I thank Edcast. Carl, over to you.
Thank you, sir.